Hey, what's up?
I have a question.
What's that?
How did you get that last listing sold?
Oh, you mean 2681 Idle Hour Lane?
Oh, yep, that one.
Oh, God, is there a story for that one? Come on in and let me tell you all about it.
Here comes the brand new. Can you feel it coming? Can you feel it coming? Can you feel it coming? It's coming. It's coming.
Okay, so let me tell you how I sold this $20 million listing. So this was a client who was really drawn to the Sotheby's brand. So I got the call. He was interviewing two other top agents here in La Jolla who had way more sales than I had. And we had our first meeting, or interview, I should say, with not so much the owner, but the owner's representative. Went extremely well. That was an in-person meeting. We had our huge marketing plan, and I would have said it was a 10 out of 10. So here we go, the waiting game to get the call back. And my family goes off on vacation for my daughter's birthday to the Great Wolf Lodge in Arizona, only to get a phone call while on vacation. Hey, the owner would like to interview you via Zoom. And I kind of have a freak out moment because I don't even have a webcam, I don't even have a stand. And thank God for Instacart. We had it all delivered to the hotel. I had it all set up with a nice forest backdrop. But in the moment, and this is why having a team is so amazing, I had asked the representative if he had passed on the marketing plan to the owner, who was in a different state. And he said, oh no, which meant the client never saw any of my work. He didn't see examples, he didn't see videos, he saw nothing. So got on the phone, called my trustee, Sydney, who overnighted a package to the client. And I'll never forget when we got on the Zoom call, I asked him, I said, hey, did you get the marketing package we sent? He goes, hold on a second. It's at the front door. So I watched him go to the front door, open the package, and we have a huge examples of past marketing we've done, in addition to what we plan to do. And it was so nice being able to have him physically have all of those materials, because let's face it, face-to-face is always the best, but if we've got to do it over Zoom, we might as well make sure we're prepared the best. So we do the Zoom call, and I would say maybe a day later, I found out that I got the job. So while in the excitement of, oh my gosh, we've got this $23.5 million listing, we now had to get it ready for the market. And if you can imagine, this was a post-COVID time that we were dealing with. And there, unfortunately, had been a lot of deferred maintenance that we needed to prepare and get the home what we call market ready. And so we really managed that entire process, used our vendor list, and really made sure that the home was in tip-top shape. I think it took us about 4 months to get it ready for the market. We had stagers coming in. We had everything done, from painting to landscaping, everything that we would need to do to get a home ready for the market. So when I say we got the listing and we had it ready, that was 4 months after we signed the contract. And let me tell you, it was not all rainbows and sunshine. There were a lot of things that went into getting this home ready. A lot of money up front, a lot of planning, and really just making sure that we had it in tip-top shape so that our marketing was gonna be the best that it could be, which really starts with presentation, where we brought in everything creative to do the staging. They really did an amazing job. Staged all 14,000 square feet of this home to really give it the presentation and the wow factor that this home needed. We booked our photography, our videography, we had floor plans done, we had the Matterport done, we had our scripts created, we had our property websites done in Spanish and in English, and our videos translated into Spanish so that we could really, really execute the marketing plan that is an international marketing plan. And again, when we talk about how small this pool of buyer is. I mean, let's face it, this is an elite buyer. So this isn't somebody that you're just gonna, there's not plentiful billionaires out there in the world that are gonna buy a $20 million house. So how do you get creative and reach those buyers with an impact that gets them to wanna come in and see the home? We took it to a whole new level. We brought in models and athletes, and we had the skateboarder who is testing out our skate rink. I mean, we really wanted to showcase the lifestyle. It's important that, especially when you're viewing this from all over the world, sometimes through a video, it's not just the house, you've got to show the lifestyle. So we stepped it up. I think we did about 12 videos on this property, and of course, the events. So it's important when you have a listing of this caliber to really get it in front of the right people, or the people who know the buyers. And so doing private events is something where we're able to curate an experience where people can come in experience the home, and partner with people that have the buyers, have the demographics. So the first event we did was with Ferrari and Maserati, and we had them bring in their entire email list of clients. Again, we wanted to reach the right demographic and hosted them for an evening and really just showed off the property the best it could be. We invited the San Diego Symphony, all their top donors, to come in. We actually did a private concert in the living room of this house, which was over the top. And the last event that we did is we hosted all of the top, really family attorneys who manage family offices, top wealth advisors in San Diego County to come in. We did a Wagyu and whiskey tasting. Again, the experience was over the top. It's all word of mouth and really just kept the buzz going. So as I mentioned, we had this listing for about 425 days. And so you really have to continue to be creative and not be stagnant. And every showing, really going above and beyond, having flowers and having a charcuterie board, having wine or sparkling water, just creating an ambiance. I always talk about sight, sound, and smell, and you want to make that first impression be the best it can be, and then take the feedback that you get from the buyers and improve on some of those areas that perhaps came up in a reason as to why they didn't move forward. And then the good news, we had a taker. We had a buyer who came and looked at it and fell in love with it, which we were waiting for. I mean, this is such an iconic property. This is a historic property sale for all of La Jolla. So then, after about 5 weeks of negotiating, we finally went into escrow. And as you know, there is not an escrow without any speed bumps. And so there were many that came up, but we hit them head on and handled everything that came at us. And in the end, we wanted to make sure that this buyer was so happy and so over the top in love with the property. When it came time for closing, we furnished the entire home with the buyer's favorite flowers and really made sure they felt welcomed into this new beautiful residence. The sellers were ecstatic because everything was handled from them from A to Z. And in the end, everybody was happy and this home was passed on to an amazing new owner. So I told you earlier, I was not the agent who had the most sales when I went up to interview for this listing. So don't feel like you have to have the resume of the sales to compete for something of this caliber. The reason they hired me, and they told it to other people that I had referred to them, was because of my eagerness and my grit and my grind, and they knew I was gonna work hard and not stop working. I wasn't gonna just put them on the shelf and let the listing sit on the MLS. We were going to every single week get creative, find out what we need to do, change the videos, photography, have more events, get the word out more, do cross-marketing with other agents in key feeder markets. I mean, we did not stop and we will not stop. That's who we are. That's why people hire us, is because of our persistence and our willingness to just get the job done. So if you're an agent, I'm just saying step it up, because people are looking for somebody who's going to work hard. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to have the resume. You just need to be able to present yourself in a way that's going to get the job done and make them feel like they care and that you are doing everything possible for them. You're not too busy. You don't have 15 other listings. They want to know that they've hired you and you're going to make them a priority. So on the flip side, if you know of anybody who needs help marketing or needs to sell an ultra luxury property, this is my space. This is my expertise. Give me a call. We are here to help and would love an introduction. We're here in San Diego, specifically La Jolla, but we handle all of the luxury properties here and we'd love to work with you. So there you have it. In this video, I showed you exactly what we did to get that $20 million listing sold. We'll see you on the next one. Ciao, ciao. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't yet, please like and subscribe below. And of course, if you want some more, check out this video over here or check out this video over here. Ciao, ciao for now.